Vinod Mehta is editorial chairman of the Outlook Group. Lord Meghnad Desai is debating tonight with Derek O'Brien, formerly with the UPA, now has no love lost with the UPA, Chief Whip and MP of the TMC. And also with us, representing the Congress Party, Randeep Singh Surjewala, Congress Party spokesperson. There is Ravi Shankar Prasad, Deputy Leader of the Opposition in the Rajya Sabha. My first question is to the Congress representatives. Mr. Surjewala, good evening. Today, addressing a rally in Baran in Rajasthan, your party Vice President Rahul Gandhi basically said that I am the representative of the poor and the BJP is the representative of the elite. I am the representative and the voice of the underprivileged, and the BJP is the voice and the party of the privileged. Now tell me, Mr. Surjewala, simply this question. If Rahul Gandhi is the mascot of the poor and the underprivileged, why is he remaining mum on onion prices, which hits the poor more than anyone else?
Arnab, the price rise is a matter of concern for the Congress, but let me tell you, Government of India has seized the opportunity. NEFED has decided to import 3 lakh tons of onion. 300 tons of that has arrived. 24,000 tons will arrive within a week. 6 lakh tons is being imported through Commerce Ministry, and by mid-October, most of these stocks would have arrived, and the prices that have gone up, which is a matter of concern, would stabilize.
No, why should anyone A, believe that, and B, why should you be so reactionary that the media makes a hue and cry about it and then you start importing? Derek O'Brien, first response. First right of response to Derek O'Brien. Coming to you, Ravi Shankar Prasad, and everyone in some time. Derek O'Brien, your first response.
See, this kind of cock and bull from the Congress, I'm sorry I'm using the expression cock and bull, you used a better expression, or no, this is reactionary. This is classic reactionary. When a government is not thinking proactive, this is what they do. Now we are debating this on your program in September. Whole of August, the Congress, we debated twice in Parliament, in Rajya Sabha and in Lok Sabha twice. Once on the economy, once on the price rise.
Well, right.
And we heard all these sermons. But the common man today is not interested in hearing these sermons. The Congress told us on the floor of the House on more than one occasion,
right,
that this onion prices is only a short-term problem in 1 week. That was in Independence Day in August. Now we are in the middle of September. There are bigger issues here. What has the Congress done for capacity expansion? What has the government done for increased production? Then the dollar has gone out of sync. This is a minority government which should have gone away a few months ago, maybe a year ago. Now they are clinging on to power, and because of this Congress desperation to cling on to power, now this is the situation, and it will even get worse.
No,
but the only good thing in all this,
let's get the BJP first.
One second.
No, just getting a few introductory comments right on top. Okay, Derek, quickly, please close. Yes, please do close your comments. On your program 1 month ago, or no, you had a similar program. I called it the API, the Aloo Piyaz Index. The more the Aloo Piyaz Index goes up like this and the common man suffers, directly proportional will be the number of the Congress seats in the 2014 election. As far as the Congress performance is concerned, I'm not plugging tomorrow evening, but I like to say that all these 4 big states which are going to the polls, we'll see the numbers. We get a sense of how the Congress is doing, because many of them are direct Congress-BJP contests. Okay. My question is, and Randeep, I'm coming to you, but let's get the BJP in. Fact is, every time you ask the Congress about prices, they give you a lecture about the food security bill. Ravi Shankar Prasad, the food security bill does not provide onions. The food security bill does not provide milk. The food security bill does not provide vegetables. Why is the BJP, if I may say so a little, you have your internecine issues, Modi, Advani, etc. But is this not a big enough issue for the BJP today? Or does the BJP also believe that this is, just a passing phase?
First of all, let me tell you, I don't know, in the last few years I am debating on times now, 8th or 9th time on price rise. And nothing happened. Today Mr. Rahul Gandhi is speaking in Rajasthan, does not mention a word about inflation or the steep rise of this onion prices. That is his concern for the Aam Aadmi. As Mr. Derek O'Brien rightly pointed out, in the Raj Sabha we forced a debate on price rise on the economic issue. The Congress was only interested on passing the laws in a hurry. Mr. Thomas, the Minister for Food and Civil Supplies, in our presence assured that this onion price problem was a
Absolutely.
incident issue. It is not going to be repeated. We have taken care of everything.
I remember. Randeep, I'll come to you. Let him complete.
For the last 3-4 days, the same position is. Let me ask a question. Is it not the responsibility of the government to anticipate the entire situation in advance and take remedial measures?
You see.
And Arnold, last very quick point in introduction. From 2009, inflation is going on. Dr. Manmohan Singh, after in his second term, said prices will come down in 100 days. Then 180 days, like corruption in 100 days to be controlled. Now he doesn't even mention the time frame. Therefore, the biggest fraud has been committed as far as Aam Aadmi is concerned. And for onion and vegetable, no global factor is responsible. Gross mismanagement of food economy is responsible.
And so, Randeep, keep in mind that your party leader Rahul Gandhi says Congress slogan is "Pet bhar ke khayenge, Congress party ko layenge." Right? तो पेट भर के क्या खाएंगे भाई? एक मिनट पेट भर के क्या खाएंगे? सिर्फ चावल खाएंगे? नहीं सब what about please tell me, you have put this food security bill as a red herring. I know what you'll do, Randeep. I ask you a question on this, you will keep talking about the food. Don't you realize the people of this country will see through this red herring of a food security bill that you put up with this kind of a price rise?
I'm not even speaking. I will let you first complete your
No,
question.
sir, it's an observation. Go ahead.
Arnab, there are two things we need to see. My friends from BJP, as also my respected friends from TMC and others, are saying that we've been hearing this for a while. This import order, both by NEFED as also by PEC, which is a Ministry of Commerce undertaking, was given in August. I'm saying with a sense of responsibility. Part of the onions have already arrived at the port in Bombay as you and me speak to each other now. And rest is arriving within 1 week.
No.
In next 2 weeks, the situation will improve. Having said that, just one thing, only one intervention more. We must also note that potato prices have gone down by 15%. My friends from the BJP must remember that. Pulses prices have gone down by 14%.
Okay, so people
Sugar prices have gone down by 5%.
So what you're saying is, what you're saying is that the poor people of India, should have potatoes and rice, and you have to be super rich to have milk, vegetables. That's exactly what you're saying.
Definitely.
I find a bitter irony in what you're saying.
No, definitely not. Just one thing I want to point out. Yes, prices of some essential commodities have gone up. It's a matter of concern, and government is very actively doing something about it. And I've told you concretized steps. And as far as food security bill goes, Arnab, it's an article of faith for the Congress. I want to ask my friend from the BJP, do they don't want 82 crore Indians to get rice and wheat at 2 rupees? And
no, again you want to debate the food security bill. No, I see a motivation here. You want to debate the food security bill. All the time it's your pet subject. No. And before I come to the people like Vinod Mehta who call everybody, you see, Vinod Mehta calls anyone who questions the food security bill a Davos wala. Now I know a lot of us have never been to Davos and probably never go to Davos, but for Vinod Mehta, a lot of us are Davos walas because we question the food security bill. But before I go to Mr. Davos wala, Vinod Mehta, Lord Desai is rebutting, I think, the Congress party. Lord Desai. You're a Davos wala.
This is not a short-run problem. This is not a short-run problem. As Ravi Shankar Prasad pointed out, inflation has been there for 4 years. Now, ask ourselves why. I think the reason is that government seriously believes that inflation is good for the rural economy. They believe inflation is a redistributive measure. Let it punish the urban people, because urban people have had it far too good, thanks to all the reforms, and now it is time for money to go to the rural people. So inflation has been systematically kept up. for 4 years and nothing has been done.
You're saying this is
Now
a big
come
charge.
election
No,
time,
yours,
they're
it's a
suddenly
big charge.
importing onions.
You're going to back this up? You're actually saying that the Congress party
Of
is
course,
conspiring
of course,
to punish
yeah,
the middle class
there's a
of India
long
with high
tradition.
prices?
No,
You're saying that?
no, you see, there's a long listen to me. There's a long tradition in Congress socialist thinking about the rural-urban terms of trade. And people have always thought that the way to do justice to rural people is to change the terms of trade. And if agricultural prices go up,
You think they
the
actually
urban
think
people
like
may
that?
complain, but the rural people
Randeep
are better
is
off.
rebutting.
So
you know,
this is a
this is a big
systematic
charge.
way
It's a
of
big charge. It can't go unrebutted. Randeep Surjewala is rebutting you.
Arnab, with due regards to Lord Desai, we hold him in great respect. He's seasoned and senior, but his argument deserves to be rejected completely and contemptuously. For the India growth story, it is Congress which is responsible. We opened up the India's economy, but to be a socialist, to be a secularist, I wear that badge as a congressman with great pride. But to be secular, to be socialist does not mean being anti-urban or being anti-rich. No. We believe in distributive justice. But that does not mean that...
No, you are being. He's saying you are being.
At the cost of urban areas.
He's saying you are being. Meghnad Desai, go back. Meghnad Desai, rebutting you again.
I mean, systematically, the urban people are being squeezed because the Congress believes their strength is in rural areas. Aam Aadmi doesn't live in urban areas. Aam Aadmi lives in rural areas. That is why systematically the Congress, UPA 2, has been doing this redistributive work. This is the NAC, and this doctrine about rural-urban terms of trade, I'm old enough to know that a man called Ashok Mitra, who was Chief Economic Advisor to the Government of India, was arguing this in the early 1970s. This is absolutely systematic, and because given the talent that UPA has on the economic side, they could easily have tackled inflation in 4 years. Why did they not tackle it? Because they believe it's a good thing.
Anab, just one line I want to intervene and tell Lord Desai. Just one line with your permission. It is Government of India that brought JNURM and spent 1.5 lakh crores on JNURM
I am not.
on small urban and big towns.
What statistics?
It is Government of India that is including
what statistics? 1
crore
sec.
people on food security.
Vinod Mehta, let's finish the opening round. Vinod Mehta, no, Vinod Mehta, let's complete the opening round. Vinod Mehta, Mr. Davoswala, Vinod Mehta, tell me tonight. Rahul Gandhi says that when you want to take somebody's land away from them, that comes easily. But when people have to be fed, they ask, where will the money come from? You know, Vinod Mehta, by pitting questions on the economic feasibility of the populist schemes like the food security bill, Rahul Gandhi wants to make the debate us versus them. So what Meghnad Desai is saying makes a lot of sense. Rahul Gandhi should first answer where will the money come from to buy onions, milk and vegetables.
Arnab, I am a supporter of the food security bill, but I am a great critic of price rise. I have just had my dinner and my Jeeves didn't give me my mandatory onions. And when I asked him, he said they are 80 rupees a kilo. Now onions, unlike carrots and peas, form the base of the Aam Aadmi's diet. You can't cook anything without onions. And if the Congress has any memory, they should remember that Sheila Dikshit came to power 15 years ago on the issue of onions. Onions have a great political history and a great political string. They bring tears into the eyes of people. So on this price rise question, I am entirely with you. That all these questions about it's coming tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow from Pakistan, from China, from here, why hasn't it come earlier? And why the hell have these onion prices gone up? Can anybody explain? Is it the hoarder, the middleman who's making money? How has it gone up to such an extent? Can I have an explanation?
There is no explanation. Ravi Shankar Prasad, before I go back to Randeep Surjewala, you see, there is, and I must observe here, Mr. Surjewala, as I take Ravi Shankar Prasad, and there seems to be a quiet arrogance as far as the Congress party is concerned on the issue of prices. There is a feeling I get that the Congress party thinks this is a media issue, it's an urban issue. We've already done our masterstroke. And our masterstroke is the food security bill. The middle class be damned, the urban people be damned, everyone who wants to, the poor people who want to have vegetables and and milk and onions be damned, they are not important for us. We've already achieved what we want to politically. No, there is a growing feeling. Otherwise, this complacency, this inaction that you are exhibiting, Mr. Surjewala, is difficult to believe. You know what happened to Sushma Swaraj. She lost an election because of onion prices. Your complacency is making people think why you've created the situation. Ravi Shankar Prasad, eventually, do you think these onion prices will not matter? Vegetable prices will not matter politically in this election season?
They will, but I am on a more fundamental issue now. The very eminent Congress spokesperson is reeling out a statistics and this strategy and that strategy. Mr. Derek O'Brien is here. Let me ask a question. Why did the Food and Civil Supply Minister not share these things on the floor of the Parliament? That this situation we are apprehending.
It's a good point.
We are taking. I should believe the minister, I should believe the Congress spokesperson who may have done some homework. That is one point. Second, if under Atal Bihari Vajpayee's NDA government for 6 years, the prices could remain stable, why the Congress government cannot control it? In spite of the claim of bumper crop and bumper super crop and everything. And vegetable and onion does not have any global implication whatsoever. Thirdly, it is sheer arrogance and cruel indifference of the Congress party to feel that poor people don't live in urban areas. Today, because of all this price rise and food inflation, even middle class and higher middle class income and management of kitchen is...
Why don't you admit your failure, Mr. Surjewala?
This whole argument...
Why don't you admit your failure?
Argument that this does not have any bearing on the rural India is, with great respect, a foolish argument.
But he hasn't
if
said
there
that.
is inflation, it has cascading effect. And the economy also impacts as far as rural India is concerned. They also suffer because of price rise. Therefore, this whole argument, I am sorry to say, is completely misplaced.
No, you explain one thing. Mr. Surjewala, why have you been quiet? Why has Sonia Gandhi been quiet on it? Why has Rahul Gandhi? Just tell me directly. Let's talk very directly tonight.
I have three things.
No, why has Sonia Gandhi been quiet on it? One second. Sonia Gandhi wrote to the Prime Minister about the need to control price rise in August 2009, sir. 3 months after you came to power. After that, there is no public statement from Sonia Gandhi on this issue. What explains the total and complete silence of your party leadership on an issue like this? People are suffering for 3 to 4 years,
That
Randeep.
is as far from... Arnab, that is complete as far from truth as it can be, and I want to say three things.
No, how do you say that?
I want to remind our eminent BJP spokesperson, who's also an eminent lawyer, and that you just said. They said the BJP times the prices of onions and other commodities were stable. They lost power in Delhi as also in many other states on the price rise. With all humility, we are aware of the same. That is why I said I'm talking based on reality. Onions that were imported
only in Delhi on price rise of onions.
Arrived. Rest will arrive within 1 week.
All were stable completely.
We are of the situation. Yes, it's a difficult situation. Yes, there has been price rise of some essential commodities, but there are many others that have also gone down.
No, the whole country is talking about it.
Onion is arriving, and I have said on behalf of the
whole country,
that over the
what is
next 2 weeks, you will find a perceptible change.
Mr. Surjewala, why are you
coming from Karnataka? Mr. Vinod Sharma,
Derek O'Brien. Derek O'Brien.
Give me 1 minute. Just one line, and then Mr. Bryan can intervene.
Mr. O'Brien, yeah.
I want to tell him that the area under onion cultivation this year, for weather and other related reasons, has gone down.
Excuses.
There have been instances of hoarding in Madhya Pradesh, in Chhattisgarh. Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad should tell, because state governments are an equal partner in this race to control prices. And yes, wherever there was a need, we are importing price.
I thought you had a good monsoon. I thought you had a good monsoon. Now you're...
In Maharashtra government has come down very heavily upon hoarders. In Nasik, many raids have been conducted, and many hoarders have been arrested by Maharashtra government. I wish Shivraj Singh Chauhan ji and Raman Singh ji will also be
There you go, you make it political. There you go, you make it political. And this is what we don't... No, what you are not answering is my question, though I'll make it pass, therefore, to Derek O'Brien. And I'm making an observation here today that there are only 2 occasions when Rahul Gandhi has spoken about price rise, 2009 and 2011. His silence on this super critical issue in which in December 2009 he had meetings with the Prime Minister. He went and met the Prime Minister. Then what happened? Scams hit you 2010, 11, 12, now 13. We are continuing to suffer. And your party said today, Rahul Gandhi says, I am not elitist, BJP is elitist. I speak for the common man. I represent the common man. Then Derek O'Brien's turn to come in. Derek.
Just one observation to your observation. Controlling price rise.
How many observations do you want to make?
No, one sec. Derek O'Brien allowed a rebut. Derek O'Brien is allowed a rebut. Go ahead, Derek.
We are taking proactive steps, and I've listed many of them for you right here.
Derek O'Brien.
The Congress spokesperson who's seeming so desperate, please sir, stop giving observations and start doing things to bring the onion prices down. Tell us about what you're doing for increased capacity expansion. Tell us what you're doing for more production. Please do not, the sad part here is that this is the kind of reactive nonsense we have to listen to. When the petrol prices go up, one Congress minister suggests 8 p.m. to 8 a.m.
Okay, one second. Derek O'Brien, one second. Derek O'Brien, no, one second. Congress representative says, I take exception. One second.
That the states are also stakeholders. Can I ask him what has the government of West Bengal done about it?
Okay,
what has the government of Odisha and Madhya Pradesh done about it? What has the government of Chhattisgarh done about it? What has the government of Gujarat done about it?
Mr. Congress spokesperson, please, I don't need to answer any of the questions you ask me. I asked the finance minister on the floor of the Rajya Sabha 3 questions. I'm still waiting for the answers. Other speakers also spoke, so don't ask me any questions. You answer a few questions today because you have a lot of answering to do 6 months from now.
Also, your responsibility to control inflation as also prices. What have you done about it in your state?
Listen. Mr. Congress spokesperson, listen. Don't tell us how to run Bengal. Don't talk down to states like this. This cocky arrogance of the Congress party, the way you talk to the states. Please,
sir, I'm saying with folded hands. I'm not saying arrogantly at all. You are so experienced and seasoned. But states also have to come on board and participate and be a participating party.
This is not a center state debate, Mr. Surjewala. This is not a center state debate. No, watch. First of all, let Derek O'Brien complete. Derek O'Brien, let him complete and then I'll come in. Vinod Mehta, give me a minute. Yes, Derek O'Brien.
He wants... I'll give you a very good suggestion if you want the states to come on board. The Congress have been talking about introducing GST. Now you're saying, now I'm going to give you a suggestion, take it back to your Congress leadership. The GST, we also want the GST. But why did the central government take away the CST on the central sales tax?
This is not a center state GST issue. I'm talking about onion prices.
I'm talking about onions.
And I'm on the politics of it.
Onions. I'll tell you the onions. I'll tell you the onion story. Arnav, I'm not someone who usually wants to quote John Maynard Keynes, but John Maynard Keynes has a solution to some of these problems. He says investment is an act of faith. Now the problem is the people of India have lost the faith in this government. They've lost the trust in this government. There are corruption scandals. This government should go. This government should go, not play these gimmicks like the food security bill. Call for an early election and a lot of the things will happen for the better.
Simple point is tonight. No, why am I asking the question, Ravi Shankar Prasad? Why am I asking the question? That's why I come to you, Ravi Shankar Prasad. Vinod Mehta coming to you. You see, Rahul Gandhi says, actually let me go to Vinod Mehta first and Ravi Shankar Prasad coming back to you immediately after that. See, Rahul Gandhi has said today, I am a champion of the poor. So if Rahul Gandhi is a champion of the poor, then the poor people of India are asking him that Mr. Rahul Gandhi, answer us on onion prices, answer us on vegetable prices and answer us on milk prices. The Congress party can't look so hurt when we are asking him that question. Can they, Vinod Mehta? They look hurt that we are asking them that question.
Arnab, can I give you more than a one-line answer?
Go ahead.
You see, the Congress and Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi must realize that the price rise is at the heart of the Aam Aadmi campaign. Their Aam Aadmi campaign becomes absolutely irrelevant and useless if these prices go up. Now, there is another problem which nobody has mentioned till now. There is a running war between government and Mr. Sharad Pawar. That is also one of the causes of the onions. If you may remember, Mr. Sharad Pawar wanted to export onions. So these inter-ministerial bickerings are there. But Congress has won elections on onions, and it might lose this. I mean, they have so many problems. Their plate is full. Now, why do they want to add this problem onto that? And why aren't they more proactive? And why don't they seem to be more proactive?
What is the reason?
In politics, perception is important.
Certainly.
Rather than to say that the ship has arrived at the port, and from the port, God knows how many months it will take to come to the Mandi, we should be saying that there should be some crash program in which prices are brought down tomorrow, not 2 weeks from now.
No. But Congress party seems to have got a different formula. Congress party's formula, Ravi Shankar Prasad, and possibly this is their thinking. That, Rahul Gandhi will be a champion of the poor because he'll talk of food security and land acquisition. And he'll talk of food security and land acquisition and therefore project himself as a champion of the poor. That seems to be the clear political thinking. Yes.
First of all, the very eminent and loquacious Congress representative should wait for his term. That is the rule we follow on Times Now debate. There is no need to interrupt always. Now let us know, you rightly said, let us not make it a state versus center issue. Who frames the export-import policy? Who frames the entire procurement policy? Entire the government of India? And Vinod Mehta rightly stated hardly a month ago, Sharad Pawar said we need to export onions. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. And you very rightly stated Mr. Rahul Gandhi or Madam Sonia Gandhi maintain a conspicuous silence. You recall or no, you mentioned of 2010 and 11. In 11, Shri Rahul Gandhi also made a statement in Parliament of one Madam Kalavati of Vidarbha, who was a victim of farmer loans. He met her, and Kalavati he kept on talking about. And what happened to Kalavati, no one else knows whether she got the benefit or not. The people of the country are not to be misled by these kind of posturings having no relevance on the ground. They know that under the UPA Congress led, they have bled for the last 4-5 years. An economist prime minister has not been able to control the economy or inflation. The people in the urban areas know, the people in the rural areas know. And what is cancerous is its stinking corruption.
No, but you see, I want your political response. Rahul Gandhi has pitted himself versus Narendra Modi. You're not understanding the political part of it. Sorry to say this, you're a more very experienced politician, Ravi Shankar Prasad. Rahul Gandhi has pitted himself against Narendra Modi by claiming to be a champion of the poor. In other words, he's saying Narendra Modi is a champion of the rich and I am a champion of the poor. You see, I want your comment on that positioning.
Adnab, how can you be a champion of the poor? Adnab, how can you be a champion of the poor when the price of onions is a kilo?
No, maybe the poor are not expected to have onions.
Both.
Yes.
The same slogans were raised. In the year 98 and 99, that Congress is an epitome of the fight against poverty. Congress stands with the poorest of the poor. When the whole issue of democratic rights were raised, they said people need freedom or people need bread. Remember 1977 slogan. They were rejected with impunity. In 89 they said people don't bother for corruption. They want bread. The people of India dislodged them. The same happened in 98, 99. And the same is going to happen.
But why do you not care, Mr. Surjewala? Why do you not care?
Of the posturing of Rahul
Why do you not care enough, Mr. Surjewala? In 2009, Urban India voted for you overwhelmingly. There were 20 seats. Delhi 7 out of 7, Mumbai 6 out of 6, Kolkata 2 out of 2, Chennai 2 out of 3, Hyderabad 2 out of 2, and Chandigarh, if I am not mistaken, 1 out of 1. That's 20 additional seats you got in urban areas.
Kolkata, no.
Kolkata, no. Kolkata, they got nothing. Kolkata, they got nothing. That was Trinamool seats.
Yeah,
They
so
were
it's a
piling on.
UP alliance,
They were piling on. They got nothing in
alliance,
Kolkata.
yeah, so that you were part of the UP. Come on, please, don't get technical. The fact
They were
is,
piling on. Arnob.
fact is, I am saying UPA.
Arnob, let me make one point. Arnob, let me make a point.
You put a question to me, and may I?
Arnob, let me make a point.
One second, Derek O'Brien wants to say something. Randeep Singh Surjewala, Derek O'Brien has taken your turn, so I'll come to you after he completes.
Okay.
Yes, Derek.
Okay.
See, almost 1 year ago, almost to the day, the Trinamool Congress walked out of UPA too. Why? All those answers are
please, I know where you're
to
going.
us 1 year ago, they are available today. They are
please.
available today. Fuel price hike, fertilizer hike, LPG cap. How much have you all made with this LPG cap? We asked the finance minister in parliament, how much have you saved with the LPG cap? Tell us the number. 1,000 crores. So LPG cap, fuel price rise, fertilizer hike, price rise. On these issues, we walked out of government.
Really?
12 months ago.
Really?
If you had listened to us at that time, you wouldn't have been in
Really,
this
that's
situation.
rubbish. That's complete rubbish, Derek O'Brien, because when Rahul Gandhi was meeting the Prime Minister on price rise in December 2009, you were part of the government. When inflation was at a high in 2010, you were part of the government. When scams hit the government, and inflation was going high, you were part of the government. You were defending the government against scams. So, oh my God, Mr. Derek O'Brien, don't turn it around like that. Don't make it out to be like Trinamool walked out and prices went up. Nobody's going to believe you on that one.
1 year ago.
Nobody's going to believe you on that one. I won't believe you on that one. Derek O'Brien, well tried. Well tried, Mr. Bryan. Randeep Surjewala responding. Randeep Surjewala, after that, Meghnad Desai.
Anab, two things are my learned friend from the BJP raised. He said that there is no need for states. States have no responsibility to control price rise or to control inflation in any manner. May I respectfully ask him, where are the onions grown if not in states? They are not grown in the backyard of Delhi. So that's why I said center or state,
they are rotting in
BJP or
Mumbai
Congress
port.
or any other regional
They are rotting
party.
in Mumbai port.
We are joint stakeholders.
They are rotting in
and
Mumbai
if there
port.
is hoarding in Madhya, sir, I did not interrupt you. You will have to hear me, sir. You cannot interrupt me in this fashion.
They are rotting
and
in Mumbai
if there is hoarding in Madhya Pradesh,
let me tell you where they are.
If there is hoarding in Chhattisgarh, where currently the onions are, is it not the responsibility of Mr. Chauhan and Mr. Raman Singh to participate along with the...
One second, BJP is trying to respond.
I deny your entire allegations with the contempt it deserves.
And sir, may I also point out to you, the inflation during NDA rule was at a peak, and I think Arnab Goswami just pointed out to you when you were raising the issue that you lost power. Congress, whether it is urban area or rural area, Arnab, I want to tell your viewers with all humility at my command, we are seized of the situation. And we are completely aware of certain...
Why you have been... No, what do you mean by seized of... Sorry, but one second. I have one question. What is on the viewer's mind tonight? Right? The viewer is asking you, Mr. Surjewala, thank you, you are seized of the situation. Back in August 2010, a person called Manmohan Singh was also seized of the situation when he conceded, and I quote, "It is the poor who are worst affected by rising prices, especially pulses and vegetables." Since you were seized of the situation in 2010, and since 7 months before the elections, you are a self-proclaimed champion of the poor, how does it help me if you are seized of the situation and do nothing? You have been seized of the situation for the last 4 years.
With due regards, Congress has taken proactive steps.
What?
And why do we watch the whole debate on food security bill with contempt?
You just said you are taking steps
poor to urban middle class, to rural poor to rural middle class. 82 crore people out of 121 crore people within its net. Why are we looking at MP Narega with contempt? Is this
food security bill?
Even you and me can go and get a job card made.
Is this food security bill your only lifeline?
Rights to the poor farmer.
Food security bill is your only lifeline. Meghnad Desai is responding. Meghnad Desai, every question I asked to the esteemed Congress spokesperson, I find that he goes back to the food security bill. The food security bill, Mr. Surjewala says there's a key point. Meghnad Desai, your rebut to the Congress.
You know, it's obvious that for last 4.5 years, Congress has been unable to control inflation. since these people are clever, we ask ourselves, do they actually not want to have it this way? Maybe Rahul Gandhi is really saying, with inflation, we will create more poor people, and then those poor people will support me. That is how I'm a champion of the poor.
Oh, again,
Inflation will create more poverty, and I'm a champion.
is that
Maybe
a theoretical?
That's a secret Congress program
Well,
of
BJP.
creating more poverty so they can get elected.
Well, I think that's one big grand Meghnad Desai conspiracy. I give the last word tonight to Derek O'Brien.
Arnab, can I make one point?
Vinod Mehta,
Arnab.
actually, Vinod Mehta. Go ahead, Vinod Mehta.
Arnab, I am sorry that this demonization of the food security bill
I was expecting that.
is a separate issue. I think, can I just say that price rise and food security bill are completely different things. And this, Mr. Surjewala's defense of states hoarding, or Mr. Derek O'Brien saying that if Mamata Banerjee had been in the UPA, this would not have happened. The fact of the matter is this is completely cannot be justified on any ground. These kind of prices
No, what is
cannot be justified
Can I
on
ask
any
a straight
ground.
question? What about Mr.
And
Sharad
if-
Pawar? No, what about Mr. Sharad Pawar? When he was
Well,
when sugar prices go up,
Well, I brought that up. That Mr. Sharad Pawar is a disastrous food minister, agriculture and food minister. He's a disaster. He's got his own agenda.
Arnab,
what agenda?
So what I'm saying is,
Arnab, let me say something.
well, and
Arnab,
the
let me say-
NCP's agenda, his own kind of interest in why does he want to export onions? I mean, we don't want to go into all that. But price rise, Arnab, if anybody knows the Congress knows it will hurt them in the gut. I mean, I'm surprised that the Congress doesn't know this. The Congress is the one party who should know this. And I'm surprised that they are so complacent on this and looking for all kinds of ridiculous excuses.
Will you end this complacency, Mr. Surjewala, or will it take a little bit more media bashing for the Congress party to realize here that it cannot expect the food security bill lifeline for people to excuse you on what's happening on prices? People are furious, Mr. Surjewala. It's just that you are in denial. People are furious and you're in denial. Yes, Mr. Surjewala. Lastly, 1 minute on the
Definitely
debate.
not. I just want to tell your viewers that Government of India and the Food Minister, Mr. Thomas, has already fixed the export price at $700 per ton, while the international prices are $400. So that there is no outflow, there is only inflow. And we have proceeded to import 9 lakh tons. It is arriving today as we speak and hold this discussion. And I want to assure your viewers, and I
inefficient
want
food
to
minister.
assure everybody
No,
who is
you're
watching your
inefficient.
channel
You're inefficient.
that 1 week and things will be under control.
No,
It's
why
a
1
temporary
week?
phenomenon that has
Why 1
happened.
week? I
The
have figures.
states also
I have
must
figures.
come on
No, every
board,
time you buy
and
time. No,
whichever
why
may
1
be
week?
the color of your government, everybody must help and cooperate, Government of India,
Derek O'Brien.
into ensuring that the food price inflation goes
Arnab.
down.
Derek O'Brien, government's asking for time. Last word will be to
Arnab.
Ravi Shankar Prasad. I don't think, by the way, I just want to say one thing.
I'll
If your
tell
food
you,
minister
the
did not know that
that-
60% of the poor households spend 60% of their income on food, right? More than an average household. So if Rahul Gandhi is a champion of the poor, he should first get that statistic right. Yes, Derek O'Brien.
See, firstly, Arnab, send your cameras to the port in Mumbai. There are hundreds and tons of onions which are rotting there.
No, is that a conspiracy?
We are concerned about the API, the Aloo Piyaz index. Well, for the Congress party, that starts in Khan Market in Delhi. So they need to get out of this Khan Market
Biting
mentality
sarcasm.
because the reality on the ground is different. No. What does Khan Market know? Now
Okay.
we want the prices to come down. What the minister is saying, what the minister has said 1 month ago, the spokesperson has said today, but nothing will change. Nothing will change. This government has to go.
Last
Things
word
will
to Ravi
change
Shankar
after that.
Prasad. Last word to Ravi Shankar. Now that you've got your internal issues corrected, what's the BJP going to do?
Arnab Goswami, if this government led by an economist, Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, ably guided by Sonia Ji and Rahul Gandhi, could not control price rise for 4.5 years, will they able to do any miracle in the coming 6 months? With the time of their impending departure? The reason as to why we are suffering is gross mismanagement of food economy. The left hand does not know what the right hand is doing. The PM does not having any authority. Ministers are having a field run. And all this has contributed to this situation, which has no reference to any global factor, which they keep on always saying.
Well, gentlemen, the issue is up there.
Nothing but a gross mismanagement of food economy.
The issue
is sooner the term of this government ends, only then the redemption will be there.
Only because Mr. Surjewala has been 1 against 4. Only because Mr. Surjewala has been 1 against 4, I give him the last word.
Just one line. Although the jury is out there and people of India will decide who will come back to power, I want to tell Shri Ravi Shankar Prasad and your viewers that agriculture output for the first time for last few years is growing at about 3.89%. So it was less than 1% during the entire tenure of NDA. It is the UPA government that has brought sunshine to the entire agriculture sector. 240 million is the output of your vegetables and your fruits. I think what we need to do is preserve and protect it. And FDI in retail, to which you continue to oppose, sir, selectively is one such answer. We need to build more cold chains, we need to protect farmer, and we need to make sure that farm to plate, that journey is quickened as far as possible.
When I ask a complicated question, sometimes I get no reply. When I ask a simple question, sometimes then Randeep Singh Surjewala gives me a very complicated reply. Life is strange, it is in Mr. Surjewala. Mr. Surjewala, today, original line on the Newshour is Derek O'Brien saying that the Congress party has a Khan market view of the world. Now, you know what you need to do. You need to rebut that, get the prices down. Thank you very much. I give the original line award on the debate to Derek O'Brien tonight. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me.